Hello and welcome to this Christmas message for Christmas 2020. If there is ever a term that is in short supply this Christmas, it is surely that of hope. We appear to be moving from one crisis to another without being able to catch our breath in between. This constant struggle zaps our energy. There is no doubt that it will be a very different Christmas this year, bereft of those large family gatherings and real sense of celebration. But then we need to ask ourselves, what was it that we celebrated in Christmases past? Well, what exactly was our focus for past Christmases? The presents, the food, the decorations, the partying, having fun, being together. Were these the things that helped us in the dark days of winter to celebrate Christmas? So, knights and friends, nowhere in those celebrations do I find any great well of hope, as they are all transient. They don't last. They are gone as quick as the snow melts off our boots when we come into the warmth of our homes. This year, perhaps more than most, when there will be restrictions on gatherings, when shopping has meant even longer queues, and we spend most of our time trying to avoid other people, perhaps for the first time we're beginning to ask, what is Christmas really all about? There is no doubt that the commercialisation of Christmas is big business when millions of pounds are spent to somehow or other make us and those that we love feel better. This is often referred to as the feel-good factor, but it doesn't last. It soon wears off. It is as though we have fooled ourselves again to thinking that we can create happiness, that we can generate hope, and that love is measured by the cost of our gifts. Is this what Christmas is about for you? If so, why not sit down and take some time to think what Christmas is really all about? Oh yes, you respond. I know from my childhood days that Christmas is about the birth of a baby, Jesus, in a manger at Bethlehem, and the shepherds came to visit him along with some wise men. Oh, and by the way, Jesus grew up, and around 33 years later, they murdered him. For many, that is the essence of the Christmas story, the birth of a child in a manger. Few take the time to really look at who this child was, why he came, and what it means for us now. Well, the Christmas story is truly a triumph of good over evil, of hope over despondency, of love over despair. The coming into the darkness of this world of the one who is called the light of the world deserves more than just a fleeting childhood memory. It deserves our full attention and understanding. In the Gospel of John, chapter 1, the first 14 verses, we read of how John, who unlike any other of the Gospel writers, does not focus on the conception or the physical birth of the baby, but rather that Jesus was both fully human and fully God. With these words, John is encouraging us to see where true hope comes from, as we believe that Jesus was the only true Son of God. Listen again to this familiar reading. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. The same came for witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. And we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. This Christmas, let these words of John encourage you to place your hope in the one who is the light of the world, Jesus Christ. With that light of Christ burning within us, then we have great hope, not only for our journey in this world, but also for eternity. What a gift! A gift that lasts beyond the frailties and limitations of this world, all the way into eternity. That is why Jesus came into this world, to help us believe that he lives forever. Being before this world began, he will also live and reign when this world is no more. Remember, John 3:16 reminds us of why Jesus came and the gift he gives. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Sir Knights and friends, that is the real hope of Christmas. So why not accept this gift of eternal life this Christmas? In doing so, you will receive that gift of hope from God himself that will carry you through faith in him so that you can live with him forever. That is the hope of Christmas. May I take this opportunity to wish you, Sir Knights, your families, and all those that you love a very happy and a blessed Christmas. And may Jesus Christ, who was born into this world, give you true hope now and forever.